I'm Heidi Swapp with Create to Remember, and today I want to talk about one of my very favorite things, and that is using Glimmer Mist on my projects. I have found that I'm totally inspired by color, and so if the color of the paper or the color of whatever I'm working on is not just right, I feel like it just doesn't flow. And so that is the magic of the Glimmer Mist, because you can just buy up the colors that you love the most. I just brought a few of my favorites here from home, and you can make it whatever color you want. Whether you're misting fabric, ribbon, paper, wood, it all mists, and it's washable, which is a good thing for me. I brought a few projects that I want to start out by showing you that I have made just recently. As you can see, this is a 4th of July project, and I misted the background of the paper, and I'm just going to show you the before, and I'm going to get to the after in just a minute, just so you can see how amazing it looks when you add a little color pop. So here it is with red. The paper, the labels, the ruffle, and also the letters have all been misted. I'll show you this one. This one I went a little crazy on, because not only did I mist it, but I added paint. I colored the ribbon, misted the fabric flower, the ruffle, the labels, the letters, and again, it was great because this is a page that's actually hanging in my studio, and I wanted it to just match perfectly. So I love that ability. All right, this one, I only misted the embellishments. And so I'm going to lift this up carefully so you can see that muslin colored ruffle? That's what it looked like in the beginning. And then I misted the rest of it with 2 different colors of this teal so that I could kind of get a variegated look. And then I also misted the vinyl stickers and the letters and the labels. And this particular page is fun because it's got some fun little pullouts. Anyway, I also want you to take a look over at this one because I love this apple color. This green is Tattered Angel's apple, and it is by far one of my favorite colors. So again, you see the ruffles are misted and also the background. And if you look closely, the letters on this are wood. That's, I think, one of the most surprising things about Glimmer Mist is the ability to mist wood. If you'll take a look over here on this side at this big wood frame, it's like a wood shadow box, and I'm going to pull the book out of it so you can see that I just put paper in the back, but when I first started with this frame, and when I flip it over and show you, it's just wood on the back. This is the color that it was when I started. But the mist takes so beautifully to the wood, it just can transform your project. So I want to show you a few of the products that I love to mist, because there are more and more range of products that are out there. So I'm going to start out with the wood album. This is made by Pink Paisley. It's called the Mistable Collection, and this is what it looks like when you get it. There's a bunch of pages in it, and you could orient it however you like. You can see here on the table that I have this 4th of July project that I made. And I mean, would you even guess that it's the same project? On this one, I used Mel's Diner, and I'm going to say that because people are always asking me what my favorite red is. It is the 4th of July red. It's awesome. So here I've misted, again, the ruffles that are made out of cotton. There's also a muslin, and the chipboard letters, the whole wood thing, and the paper. And let me just show you this, if you can zoom in close on this. Look at my ribbon that I've kind of variegated with the red and the blue. So much fun. You can do anything. It's up to you. Totally customizable. All right, so I just have kind of a before and after of the wood, so you can see you can even get it to fade. Like I used multiple colors on this one, yellow, some orangey, and then even some pink. I actually love, another plug for a favorite color, apricot nectar. It's a great color and really fun to mix with. Okay, now I'm going to show you just a little bit of misting magic, because this is one thing. I'm going to move everything out of the way. When you Glimmer Mist, few quick tips. You're going to want to shake it and make sure that everything is up off the bottom of your bottle before you start to spray. So you can see that it separates how the glimmer is at the bottom. You really want to get it all shook up, and if you even want to kind of knock it on your palm and get it to shake. Then you see that these come in 2 different bottles. This is called chalkboard. It's a lot more of an opaque. It's like a paint product. This would be more like a watercolor project, a lot more sheer, and I like to mix them together, of course. So let me get a couple of my favorite colors. I love Cadillac pink, my favorite. Okay, so I'm taking some of my favorites here because that's what it's all about. And I'm going to show you, you probably can't see anything. It probably looks just white. Maybe if I give it a little bit on the zoom, you can see that there's something. These are vinyl stickers. Now watch what happens when I mist them. And again, I want to make sure that I get my glimmer up off the ground, off the bottom. And I'm moving my hand as I'm spraying, which is important. And I'm just overlapping the color. And that's how you can blend the colors. So I'm using a little Tutti Frutti and this favorite apricot nectar. And then all you need to do, it's good if you use a mat, like a splat mat. And this is the Ranger's mat. Tattered Angels has one. Basil has one that I like. Let me tell you a secret. If you're at home and you don't have something, you could use a glass table. It's going to wipe right up off the glass table. You can also spread out a garbage bag if you've got nothing else. Okay, I'm going to take my paper towel, basic paper towel, and all I want to do is kind of blot up the excess. Now watch how awesome this looks. When I hold it up, you can see what once was kind of invisible and just all white. Now you can see the color. The quality is awesome on these stickers. When you peel them up, the mist hasn't soaked through. It's still sticky, and you can totally layer them. I'm going to pull this back so that you can see, if you can zoom in right down here on my little bird and my little branches that I've added there. And you can see that here I'm using that apricot nectar and my little Tutti Frutti, which I enjoy as well. All right, so those are the vinyl stickers. And I'm going to set that aside and clean up just a little bit. It's really a quick cleanup. And like I mentioned before, it's washable. I want to show you a few more of my favorite products. Okay, these are these die cut labels. Let me just show you. They just pop right out just like this. Let me show you the after. I've already misted this. And when you pop them out, you don't have to spray the whole thing at once. I was just, using my favorite colors, as you can see. But look at how beautiful that is when you get it all misted. You have this resist frame that is just so much detail that you can get, and then you can get any color you want. I'll show you here. Notice on this project right here, I've used that exact same label kind of as a pull tab. All right, so those are the labels. I'll set those aside. Now, every scrapbooker knows you've got to have letters. So these are the chipboard letters. They're self-adhesive chipboard letters, and they just have a little bit of detail on there if you can get it. It's like a little bit of script and a little bit of grid, but they also have a surprise once you mist them. They have just a little bit of resist. And it's so nice because it just gives you a little bit of detail, but nothing crazy. So it's not going to distract. It can be male, it can be female, it can be travel, it can be anything. These are super versatile letters, and they punch out great. They're very thick. And this is the other thing that's really important about this collection is that it's all so thick and it's all such a high quality that even though you're putting water-based product on it, it doesn't totally warp. It just takes the mist perfectly. So those are the letters, and like I said, self-adhesive. Just as a note, I always like to glue down my self-adhesive letters, because if you're pulling it out down the road, or especially if you're putting on the outside of an album, you don't want them to fall off. So just rule of thumb, don't totally trust self-adhesive chipboard letters in your life. All right, that's my scrapbooking life lesson. Okay, so I brought already misted muslin strips. There's also these beautiful ruffles that come with it and these flowers that I didn't even have any extras of because I've used them. And but I want to show you the before on the papers. This is kind of what the papers look like. Really basic, but they have something going on. It gives you a little something to enjoy. Now let me just show you. I'm just going to pull out one of these and let me show you how fun it is to mist it. I'll go with a darker color so it might be a little bit easier to see. Again, I'm going to shake it up and I want to make sure that I have a paper towel handy. Let's see. So that I can blot up anything else. And when, this paper towel I've already used, if I was to pick it up with this color, it would transfer because it's watercolor and so it all blends, which is a awesome ability to do that. Okay, so I'm using Bahama Blue. Now, again, I'm shaking. It's always good to kind of spray with your bottle in an upright position. And you kind of want to move your bottle as you're spraying, just like you would hairspray, because you got to get it all over. I'm going to mix colors here just so that you can see how fun it is. I'm going to take some Firefly, which is a chalk color. And you're going to see how in these two colors, as we've learned from Ziploc for so long, that yellow and blue is going to make green. And it's going to be so beautiful. So again, I'm just going to pick up the excess. And you can see how fun that is when you have total control over the color and the look. It's just an amazing creative freedom that I love. So you have to try it. You have to pick up these mistables. You will be addicted. So until next time, make pretty stuff.